up, you guys? It's Mary. We guys have to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below, you guys. We are, first of all, we just want to start off by apologizing. The internet has been so janky. Between us trying to go to Kenya and us not actually leaving any internet on our stuff before we left, it has actually been a mess. So we are just getting that fixed today. So we apologize for not posting as much as we usually are because we've done this Bachelor in Paradise like over a few days ago. So we're just now able to post it.
Electricity also has been a little.
Yeah, we've had like 3 blackouts already
this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's Monday, right?
Yeah. So it's really been a mess.
Yeah, so 5 days later, this is the 3rd one.
Yeah, it's actually been a mess.
But usually the light system is usually good here, which was actually surprising. But I don't know what's going on. They're probably fixing something in the country.
Maybe. But yes, you guys, we'll get right into it, you guys. This is Bachelor in Paradise, week 3, episode part 2. And
we did part 1 already.
Yes, we did.
So this is part 2.
Yes, and Michael says that he plans on seeing this through, even though Sierra is gone. This is why I know Michael ain't shit. I'm sorry, but that's how I honestly feel.
Him.
I did. I thought
calling him Zaddy, and I looked at that man and I said, Anytime Sierra was all over him, and you were so happy for Sierra, I said,
Well, you were right there with me talking about that.
Really
yes, you were. Yes, you were. Mom. Do not start backsliding and backpedaling.
What did I say? I said, I don't think this man either is over his wife.
Or he's ready.
Or he's ready.
But I said that as well. I said because the fact that he sat down there and the first thing he said was, I don't know if I'm ready because the last thing I want to do is to use people to get myself ready. And the fact that he even said that, I thought was a warning sign. I think all the little things that men say really are the big things you need to hear out for. Yeah. That's what I think.
That's why women, when you are around men, you gotta be silent. Because they will tell you either through their nonverbal or through their verbal.
Yeah.
And you got to listen. You don't even have to question. When he says that, he's giving you a warning. Like, okay, well, at least I told her, or I told the audience, so they don't think I'm a bad guy. And there was a moment when he told her something about, something, and she says, well, I mean, we have, we have gone around and seen, and now we are here. But he talked about, like, in a singular sense, and she used we. And I said,
Oh, yeah, because he kept on like, we have to, I have to keep on exploring or whatever, some of that. She's like, we basically have already explored. We've seen what we want to see or whatever. And now we are basically settled. And he said like, nothing. He said nothing.
He did not confirm or anything. And is not a confirmation.
No.
It's just filling up the silence. Because you're expecting to fill up silence. But it don't mean that he said yes or no.
Yeah, so I just felt like Sierra was not the one for him. No. Michael, he is very, I might get some flack for this, but I feel like
he used his grief.
He used his grief.
That's what I think.
He did, and you guys can disagree if you want to, that's fine.
He used his grief.
He used his grief. Just like how he used his son in Katie's season. Because if she was really the one for you, you would have saw it through. Yeah. Regardless. Yeah. You had 1 week left, and you left. Because your son said that, I miss you, Daddy.
He wants to be a bachelor. That's why. Yeah. So he wanted to go as far as he could go for them now to, like what Zach did in Rachel's season.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
They want to go as far as they can go so that they can become the bachelor.
Yeah, because the whole thing...
That's what it is. He wants to be the bachelor, Michael. If they gave him the bachelor right now... Yeah. He will be the bachelor.
Because the whole thing with Zach, first of all, I know some people like him or whatever, but the thing is with Zach, he was very manipulative. He literally made a mountain out of a molehill.
Yes.
She asked about my age, so now you're here having a hissy fit crying over nothing. It was manipulative, and then you went there, and then you were trying to gaslight her.
Picked a booger, rubbed it in her bottom, or some foolishness. I thought it was some craziness that she did that we did not know. Like some sickening, disgusting stuff. The way this man was heaving.
I thought that she had cussed him out or something like that. That's what I thought he had did, but it really was nothing. She just had asked about his age and if he was serious, which makes sense. Any woman who's older is going to ask a man who's younger, are you serious?
Are you
Brandon
ready?
went through the same thing with Michelle. It's not easier for women to go and date a younger man. But it's much easier for a man to go and date a younger woman. Like, they do it all the time. They actually don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Women actually think, okay, this person is younger. They actually are conscious of their age and all of this stuff.
But not
so
only
it's different.
that, men mature later than women. We
Much
already
later.
know that,
Much later.
You know?
Yeah.
So this is what Michael is doing.
Yeah.
This is your second go around in Bachelor in Paradise. He knew what he was looking for, and it was not Sierra.
Not at all.
Unfortunately,
She went all in.
She went all in, even
Should've.
though she was hanging out with Jacob, doing the little exercising.
She really didn't explore her options.
She really did not.
She just got booed up with him.
She really did not. Just
and she should have been
up with him. And if I were you, after he broke up with you, Sierra, I would have stayed.
But she had real feelings for him. He did not have real feelings for her. That's why the fool had the nerve to say that he's going to see this process
I'm sorry.
through.
I would have seen it through. Maybe there might be somebody else who's there for me. Andrew had real feelings for Teddy. She broke up with him. He didn't go nowhere. He stayed. And guess what? He about to have Brittany all over him. Okay?
Yeah.
And to me, Brittany's even cuter than Teddy. So, he about to have someone all over him. You should have stayed, Sierra. You should have stayed. But you know what it is? Ego. Pride.
Ego and pride.
Yes. You know, Sierra, she has always been like mammying other people. Right?
Mm-hmm.
She's always been like the strong one among them. She did not want to seem not strong. So she didn't want to be vulnerable. But honey, let me tell you something, Sierra. You have to be vulnerable. That's really how you're going to get that man who's going to, that's how you're going to evoke that protective feeling in a man. When a woman doesn't show her vulnerability, that's when they start calling you queen and start saying she really strong.
Not that BS you don't want to hear.
Okay?
Don't ever
because
call me strong,
then you're not going to bring out the man in the man.
Facts.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're always strong, you got it together, you don't need him for nothing, you don't want him to ever see you vulnerable. He feels emasculated around you. And then he goes and you wonder, why did he go choose this woman who don't have her shit together? And then you wonder why. Because she's vulnerable. She's not afraid to cry around him. But that was the thing with Sierra. Ego, pride. Did not want to show that she could be vulnerable, because she feels like it's a weakened state. So you
nasty
left,
burn.
but you should have stayed. Let him see you, getting someone else. Not that he will
even give a damn.
I mean, he will feel bad, feel like, oh my God. Let them do him how they did, Romeo. She finally found someone decent.
Yeah.
That's what you should have stayed. Because you made it easy for him. Now people can't see if he's an asshole or not. Because he gets to tell the narrative of everything.
Well, she didn't think he was an asshole. That's going to click later. Hopefully when you watch this and you'll understand what we're saying.
You just gave him 3 stars, 3 constellation up there. I think she had a feeling too, though.
Yeah, she did.
You know why? Because why would you put
he's
he's not ex-wife, but his deceased wife up there too? So one day you can look at that and see. I think she also had a feeling. She was trying really hard, but she had a feeling.
But she said that though. She told them. She said, the reason why I even gave it to him because no matter who he ends up with, whether it's with me or whoever else, at least he'll have these he'll know that his wife's always there. But I feel like she really believed it was his grief that was preventing him from actually being with her.
It wasn't.
And it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Just like how he used his son, he used the grief.
He's using his grief to get a way out. For people to give him grace.
It is what it is.
I'm not saying that you're not grieving, but you're not actively in grief now, Michael.
You're not.
If you're actively in grief, you're not coming to any bachelorettes or Bachelor in Paradise.
Back
you're
to
not.
back.
So just please go somewhere.
Thank you.
I hate when people do that because it's deceptive.
Mm-hmm.
It's deceptive. You should have just told her. It's not your grief that's telling you not
You're
to
just
be
not
with
the
her.
one for me,
You're
Sierra.
not into her.
Yeah.
Just part your lips and say that.
Talking about
so right there,
fast.
he's there's a deceitfulness to him.
Yeah.
There's a manipulativeness to him. So good luck, anyone who because that's a character issue.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Anyway, but yeah, let's talk about Geneva. Sally has finally arrived on the beach. Whatever, I can't remember her name.
Genevieve.
Mm-hmm. Geneva. Yeah, so Genevieve, Sally has come. Why are
Why,
you talking to Sally? Like, why are you there? Like, why do you even care? Where are your men? If I had a man like that, I'm not. You guys will never. You guys will never see me. I'm sorry. I'll be booed up on a hammock with that man 24/7. I will climb my tree, and I'm not getting off my tree.
No.
Not to go talk to my ex's ex. For what? For what? Where's my man? Where is my tall tree? Can I please have him, please?
Especially when he also wants to be with you.
Yes. And he's loving on you, giving you affection. He's letting you know that you're the one for him. Like, I don't know what's wrong with her.
And Sinead, what you should
She's giving me Michelle vibes. Yeah. You know how Michelle didn't know what was good for her? Geneva, please do not be that person. Yeah. Do not be that person who has a good thing and then spits on it and then goes with somebody.
I think Genevieve loves drama.
That's the issue.
Drama.
That's the issue.
Look how she was before Sinead even got there. She was talking about her.
Now they're all buddy and they're kiki. Well, I'm happy they are. That's why I like them because they brought them together.
They did.
But I do believe that she needs to not be in drama.
If you had not been so on, talking about Sally, maybe you would have been spending more time with James. Yeah. So that when Logan comes with his manipulation for you, that man did not even do shit for you.
He went the extra mile.
Some goggles. And he didn't even get champagne. He had an empty bottle.
And put his bead.
With some bead. Some lucky bead that he got for $1 at Walmart. And he done put it in there to calling it a lucky bead. You hold on to my lucky bead. You should have said, no, honey. After the rose ceremony, then I'll see if I want your bead or not. Why don't you keep it and see if you get lucky?
That would have been hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
You just let the man manipulate you.
He went the extra mile, Sinead. Like, this is how I know she doesn't know what's good for her.
Both of them.
Because the thing is...
Both of them, Genevieve and Sinead.
But my thing is, it's just like it made no sense that she would sit down there and let Logan do this. And then the thing is also, Sinead, this man has done nothing. He has not come to you. He has not talked to you almost all week. The day before rose ceremony, he decides to come and do something for you. Yes. Does that seem genuine? Yeah. James has been there and present this whole time. He only comes when it's the day before rose ceremony. And the reason why he even and the only reason why he wants you to wear the bracelet so he knows that whenever he sees you with, he knows that she's thinking of me. Yes. That's the only reason why I have to go to James. And the thing is, she was also crying because she was like, I don't want to choose the wrong guy and stuff like that. I don't want to send the wrong one home. In your gut, you know that Logan will disappoint you. And in your gut, you know that he's not going to be there for you. Jane, it's best to be with somebody who's all in than to be with somebody who's there sometimey. I know. You know what I'm saying?
So early, he's sometimey.
It's only week 3.
How the hell are you going to have a relationship with someone who is so sometimey in the beginning of the relationship?
She doesn't know what's good for her.
Both of them, they're so used to these toxic men. Yeah. Who do tiny for them.
They're not aware.
And then they'll tell you it's bad boys. No. He's a non-communicator. He's an asshole. He's not no bad boy. I like bad boys. No. No, those are not bad boys. Those are just assholes.
Yeah. And who wants a bad boy? I don't want somebody...
an asshole. We need to stop calling bad boys. They're assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anywho.
Dada has a ring.
Wait. He's going. And he's leaving. Ma'am, call him. Hey!
Okay.
Oh, you coming? Oh, okay. Oh, they're going to turn around. Okay. Why do they go back and turn around?
I don't know. It's odd.
It's so weird.
They said they're coming back. Okay. But, yes.
Sorry about that. I was just saw the trash truck passing. We're like, what's going on? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, moving right along. So Kiara is back.
No, hold on, wait. Let's go to Brittany and Pizza Pete. Pizza Pete is back. That man, and listen, I'm sorry, but actually I'm not sorry. He is only there for his business. He is self-absorbed.
Really self-absorbed.
And he only thinks about himself. I'm shocked that Brittany, I guess because
she didn't know anything
about him. And I guess she liked him.
He seemed nice.
He is, he has nice eyes, but that's about it. Yeah. And it seemed like the conversation, it looked like their conversation flowed better. But I don't think she expected for him to talk about himself throughout the date. And he was very dry. And then when he realized that she was not feeling him, he decides to come back, lie on her, and talk about how she is a fake IG model who is not here for love, and she's only here to promote herself. Projection much, Pete?
I know. And, I mean, just craziness. And then the other, you know something, when you're with a guy and he starts asking you, what did you think of me when you saw me? That's a man who is like, he wants you to give him praise. And after you said, yeah, your eyes, they're beautiful.
That's it?
That's it? What else?
By the way, I won best eyes in school. I actually don't give a shit. I'm sorry, I don't.
Like Aaron and James are hot, right? But I don't see them asking the women, what do you think of me when you saw my body? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They are fine as sweet wine. You don't say, I don't even know how wine tastes, sweet wine tastes. Well, actually, yes, I have tasted sweet wine. A friend of mine gave me sweet. You don't hear them saying, what do you think of me?
They don't.
It's like you're fishing for a compliment. And Peter just go, and then he tries to kiss her. You know, so he is one of those people. The girl doesn't want him. He gets upset, so he just badmouths her.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like he never thought or maybe considered that maybe you're just an ass.
Want you.
She's not into you.
Yeah.
Maybe you're just obnoxious. Maybe you're just full of yourself. Maybe you're just not her person.
Exactly.
But no, she has to be fake and not here for love.
Yeah.
And then he said, you know, and then he also said so crude, you know, if I took a girl out on a date on a yacht, you know, we would have had sex that night. So she obviously not right or something like that. So I just thought it was insanity.
Yeah.
It was insanity that he sat down there, he decided to tell that lie, and just badmouth her for like no good reason.
And not everybody, Peter, not every woman, you're not going to be like the person for every woman.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You don't want to be, you know, just grow up a little bit. That's what I feel.
But child, Keon, what happened? What happened? Brittany came back. She dropped that strudel. And she decided that I'm going to go to Andrew. I always thought, you know, I never really thought about them until I actually saw it. I was like, no, they actually would be a good couple. Yeah. But, you know, Brittany has not kissed anybody, which I like.
Yes.
And she was all over Andrew. Child, she done dropped the glass. She was all on
like,
that man. He said, we dropping
glass. But guess what? He grew up real quick, grabbed her hand and everything. I was like, oh my goodness.
Had his hand on her neck and all that. I was like, okay, hold on, wait a second now.
I'm telling you right here.
Yeah, she laid it on him.
And Peter, poor Peter, he comes like, back and he sees the, like, I thought she don't
kiss nobody.
Oh my God. You know what that shows? That Brittany has been liking Andrew, but then because of Teddy, she didn't want to, probably because she remember she's
very much about girl code.
Yeah,
that's
so
what I
she
love
didn't
about
want
her.
to go and say, okay, I'm gonna go with this one. Let me see how it works out. Yeah. And look, she did not mind being seen, you know, secondly after, but she was ready.
Yeah.
She let him know.
But Andrew said that he didn't even know that she liked me or whatever. So I guess sometimes you just have to let men know. You know?
Sierra, I wish you had stayed. You don't know who would have actually wanted to be with you.
Well, you know, Casey was actually very upset that Sierra left. He said, you know, it's just ridiculous, you know, because now Sierra's gone, Teddy's gone. I think these are women that he actually was interested in pursuing.
Yeah.
But, you know, she was with the whole Michael thing or whatever. With Michael or whatever.
Yeah.
So it did not work out and stuff.
It did not.
But also Casey, you're sitting down there, you're talking about Pete. Like, at this point, why are you obsessing over Pete? It just seemed very odd.
But remember Casey.
But the thing is, you gave her rose, you get shit with it.
I know.
And now you expect her to what? Just sit down there like a bump on the log?
Waiting for you. And I guess she wasn't into him.
And also, I don't think he was really into her like that either, if we're being very honest.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was really a mess.
Casey, you say you want a good girl, right? Good girls, whatever you think your good girls are, they probably are also shy. They probably will not want to make the first move on you. You have to make the move on them. But look at Kira. Kira made the move on you, but you say you don't want her because she was holding your nipples.
No, because he
But
said that she was a
You
freak.
can't, like, the thing is, you can't have it both ways. That's what I'm saying. You want that
that
girl,
wasn't
the
love-
marrying type, this and that.
Mom,
You want
but
to get
I'm
engaged.
sorry.
You
That
have
wasn't.
to probably
That was.
reach out.
That was not.
Peace type.
That was sexual assault. Let's just be honest. Because if a man grabs me and he starts touching my nipples, I'm calling the police. I'm beating your ass. Okay, just because he is a man and he doesn't have breasts on his chest, does not mean that I want to be sexually assaulted on the couch. Just because they say in society that I'm a sexual being. I don't want that. So. Like, no.
Okay, that's a new one for me.
That is sexual assault.
But I never thought about it that way, but you're right.
If it was a man doing that to a woman, we would all be saying it's sexual assault.
Okay. If you're men on this channel, please let us know sexual assault. Like, I never thought about it that way, but that is so true.
Actually, for me, it would be called sexual.
With you now, but I'm laughing. Maybe I shouldn't be laughing, but I wasn't looking at it as that, but something that is actually true. Hey, you guys, if you guys thought it was sexual assault when it first happened, let me know. Or if you were like me and someone had to explain to you, and now you understand.
That's how I see it. Because I always say let's reverse the roles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
I would feel so violated. Like I would have to be in intensive therapy for a good year if somebody did that to me.
Okay.
Not that. Anyway.
No, but I hear what you say, and I agree. That is very true. Okay.
Yeah, but let's talk about how Kira came out of the woodworks.
Yeah.
She actually looked much better. But
she did.
Oh, let's talk about Jill and Jacob had a kinky date. It was
such a beautiful date.
It was beautiful until they got naked. I thought it was a bit too much.
The cameras.
Because I'm sure the cameramen were quite excited to see Jill. And then, of course, his weenie was all out. And I don't think they had little cupping parts to cover stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like that was, it seemed like it was a good date or whatever. It seemed like there was a softer side to him or whatever. But I don't trust Jacob. I think that he would be a cheater.
Jacob has been an ass to Gabby. He was an ass to Gabby when he didn't need to be.
Yeah, exactly. Even if you're the last person here, I would not choose you.
Because he brought her out all naked so people could see her. Oh, this is what she did for me. So, yeah, Jacob, I don't trust Jacob as far as I can throw him from here to this balcony.
Off the balcony? You throw him off the balcony?
No, I don't trust him from here to the balcony.
Oh, to the end of the balcony?
Steps, yeah.
Oh!
Or 3 steps.
But, yeah, so I just felt like,
Turn it around and show the balcony how far away it is.
I'll show it to you guys later. But, yeah, that was very odd. But then, of course, I didn't feel like he was any good. But I felt like, they have similar personalities. It will work out.
I saw another side to him, though.
Yeah.
I thought I saw another side, like a softer side to him. Yeah, and even when he was talking to Kira, I saw that softer side to him. But, I cannot trust Jacob.
No.
I don't know if he's acting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
In the
me,
preview,
he's like a very good actor.
Yeah. So
I just wonder about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, excuse my nails, they're so janky.
Even when he ran up to go say sorry to Jill.
No, Kira came back. She was holding his hand, talking about how he felt like home to her and how they had a good connection and all this stuff. Which I was like, Kira is so effing lost. It's not even funny. I thought she was coming to say that she was pregnant by him and they had sex or something. When she was talking about how they had unfinished business. I was like, Kira, this is not pregnancy. Please skip your delusional self back home. Please.
Oh my goodness gracious. But she looked good actually. I think because she was covered up.
She was covered up and her hair actually looked decent and her skin looked clear.
Yeah,
Yeah. But anyway, he decided, he sat down there for like 30-40 minutes holding her hand, talking to her and all this stuff, trying to hear her out.
Jill left and passed in front of him.
He still stayed there.
Did he even see her?
I don't think he even gave a damn.
I don't think he even saw her.
Because then she walked within peripheral of him.
Yeah,
even Brittany had to get up and say, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. Like, get up. Like, go get her. And then he decided to snap out of it because I'm sure he was thinking, how can I finagle? I think he was trying in his head while she was talking. He was trying to finagle, how can I dump Jill so I can go have sex with Kiara tonight? That's what I think he was trying to do.
He ran up the steps.
He looked back.
He looked back like,
damn it. Okay. Like, it was actually a mess or whatever, but she accepted him back or whatever, and Jill was like, what was that? What was that? I was like, Jill, you need to say what was that to yourself and drop that hot potato.
Yeah. Jill is so funny. When she makes that face, it's just quite a bit. Okay.
Anyway, Kira was sad. Romeo decided to go.
Hey, you. Hey. Romeo, he cries at the drop of a phone. Boom, he don't cry.
So she was talking about whatever stuff like that and everything, and then he starts crying, and then he hugs her and all this stuff, and then she's like, maybe we should have been together all along. You always accepted me. You always accepted me. You always accepted me. And then she was like, and then they started making out or whatever, stuff like that. She's like, would you leave paradise with me? Would you leave paradise with me? And he said nothing. And she also said nothing for like 10 minutes. So they were just like, literally for 10 minutes, and he was hoping and
all his options.
No, he was hoping and praying she would say something so that he could get out of it or whatever. But she gave him no outs.
Yeah.
And he's like,
and she waited for him as he grinned.
She sure did.
Squirmed.
And he said, all right.
Okay.
And then the camera people so it was like they finally decided to walk up and leave paradise and all this stuff or whatever. And basically they were like, we should have just chose each other all along. Because he also said he regretted choosing Jill. He should have chose Kiera.
Right.
And all this stuff. This is my analysis. Romeo knew he was not getting a rose. He knew he was not going to make it for the next week. Yeah. He said, let me at least go with Kiera.
Yes.
She's a doctor.
At least have a warm body.
Let me have a warm body. I'm going to get some good sex. Yeah. We'll go to the club, get drunk. You know what I'm saying?
We'll probably go back to her home. She probably got her shit together.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And, we'll try to see how far this thing goes. And if it don't work, I'll just break her heart again. But right now, I'm just riding this wave. Because as soon as she was talking about it and everything about how, we're great for each other, he was like this. And this is the camera. Zoomed in on his face to see how uncomfortable and he was literally free me from the shackles of Kiera. I do not want to be here. Literally.
And she was just like she was already in love with him. So I guess that means a no to the therapy that we were saying that she should have as soon as she gets off the show.
Kiera's a lost soul.
Maybe together they will find their path.
Please stop lying. Because you would not even give me that advice. If you wouldn't give me that advice, let's not give them that advice.
The thing is, they have already made this decision to be together, right?
She has made it for him, and he is going there as a hostage. He's not going
you all
there.
think Romeo is a hostage? I don't believe. Let us know. But they have chosen each other, so maybe they both can go to therapy.
No, she chose him, and he went there because he knew he was not going to make it next to rose ceremony. Nobody is checking for Romeo. He knows that. No one's giving his dusty ass a rose, and his rabbit hopping self a rose either. So might as well go to Kiera. At least she is a doctor. I went to Harvard. I'm not doing much with it, but hey, if she can help me, I can step on her neck to get to where I need to be. So that's what that is.
Oh, Lord.
I hope they have reunions for Bachelor in Paradise. Because I really want to see this one.
See what's going on with them.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the preview for next week? It is going to be
I do not see Brandon cheating. I don't see Brandon cheating.
No.
I see Rodney cheating because I'm sorry. Lacey's not
is he with Lacey?
My thing is, I don't feel like, even when she's kissing all over him, one, he doesn't seem interested. Two, this woman is older. Three, he was not checking for Lace.
No.
He wanted Eliza, he wanted Serene, and he wanted Eliza. They're all biracial women.
Yeah.
So he is not.
She even told him, she's like, well, I see the people that you like.
Yes.
I mean, how about me? I
know he sat down there and maybe lied, maybe told the truth, maybe he has dated some white women, but Rodney and all of his bubbliness and his youth is not going to go to Lace, who is
a man who has needs, and he said he wanted those 3 women. Those are the ones he was excited to come to.
Exactly.
Lacey, you were not on his radar, and when Brandon told him who the baddies were,
He did not say
Teddy
no
left,
lace.
he didn't mention you. And one thing men want, they want women who other men may like. And if Brandon did not include you into the baddies list, he probably don't want you.
I'm sorry, Lace. It's not like you're not pretty. But you're probably just not what he's looking for.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Serena and Teddy
You
don't
seem to
really
wanna be
have
a
like
wife
much
right
or
now.
whatever.
Yeah.
But
You seem to
they
be a
have
wife.
some curves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just don't see it.
They're more petite.
Yes, and Eliza's coming.
Yeah.
I just don't
I don't
see it
think
working
Eliza's
out.
as petite as Teddy and Serene, but she's really
Eliza's
pretty.
definitely, she's more curvy than them both, I believe.
She is. And
She's definitely more curvy.
Yeah.
I think it's Eliza, it's Serena, and then it's Teddy.
And I think she's really gorgeous in her own right.
Yeah,
Eliza.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's what I think. You know, so I saw him all over Eliza.
Yeah.
He's going to try his best not to cheat. I really do think he's going to try his best.
I don't think Rodney's having sex with anyone.
No, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying, like, kissing wise. You know what I'm saying? I can see him maybe hugging her, maybe kissing her.
Eliza is here, and
He's going
Rodney
to pass.
ain't go. Okay.
But also, this is how you know that this show is made by men. Because they would never send the men home and give the women all new men to potentially cheat on the men.
Well,
they would never do that.
It's called Bachelor in Paradise.
Yeah.
It's not called Bachelorette in Paradise. So you go at your own risk if you're a woman. Because it's called Bachelor in Paradise. So they always have to have more women than men.
Yeah, but it seems like Shanae made a horrible mistake. She sent to James home, and Logan is there tonguing another woman down. Jacob is also tonguing another woman down. And the way that I believe it's going to go, they're going to give the men the option to either Jacob.
Who's Jacob?
With Jill? Yes.
That's true.
Yes. So I believe that they're going to give the men the option to either choose the new woman they're with now or to choose their old flame. Because the men now have the power. The fact that they did this after the women gave the roses is just effed up.
Yeah, I know.
It's so wrong. It's so wrong.
It is wrong.
On so many levels.
It is wrong.
But if I see Brandon cheating, I doubt I'm going to see it.
Brandon is not cheating.
He's a man of character. Yeah. So if I see that, I want to cut off the TV and I want to say somebody has photoshopped him. I'm going to accept it.
I think he's going to tell the woman straight up. I actually have somebody. Yeah, I do. I'm going to be over here in this hammock thinking of her. But yeah, I got Serene. I actually have her. Yeah.
Who else do you think won't cheat?
I don't think Aaron is going to cheat.
No, I doubt it.
I think that he
seemed very far away because that woman.
He really like Genevieve. You know, like he's
solid.
He knew it before he even came, who he wanted to get with.
Yeah.
And when she was available, he's not messing that up. I don't see him doing that. Those are the people of character that, I just don't see him doing that. I really don't.
And I also never saw James cheating on Shanae. But she ended up getting with Logan.
Yeah.
She fell for the little caca that he put out there for her, and she fell for it like a dodo bird. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I think is going to happen personally. But I feel like it's really unfortunate. It's super sad. But also that thing with Aaron or whatever, like even that girl who was sitting next to him or whatever, he seemed like this. And she's like,
weren't they like arguing?
No, I think she was trying to talk to him about it. And he was like,
lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Don't fall off the chair, Aaron.
Yeah, but Jacob and Logan, we expected them to cheat.
I'm just laughing, but yeah, I mean, we have all been there, I'm sure, as women, where it's like you like the guy more than, myself included, you like the guy more than they like you, and you can't see those clues sometimes when you're younger. Yeah. I mean, it takes time, and then you see it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you're leaning, and the guy's leaning away. I used to think, maybe he's leaning away so I can lay on his chest. No, he's not. He's leading away from you.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys, it's Mary. Be much as a like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below your thoughts on this episode. Who do you think is going to cheat? Who do you think is going to remain faithful? Do you think Shanae has made a horrible mistake, or do you think she made the right choice?
No.
I'll be
And
looking
thank
at you with one
so
one eye.
much to the subscriber who told us to watch this. Just
Tanika
love it
Bryan.
because we
Yeah.
really watch a wonderful show.
And we really were not even going to waste our time with it.
I know.
We were like, oh my god, I'm too old. Well, you were like, you were too old
I know.
for this. I'm just like, I can't do the corniness.
Yeah.
But thank you, Tanika,
Now
for
we
letting
even
us
like
watch.
the song. The song is,
Almost paradise.
And all the
We're
stuff
knocking on heaven's door.
you know, for
Almost
those
paradise.
of you who are like Gen X, do you remember all those like corny shows like
Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island, and all these different corny shows where you had like this song in the beginning? Because it actually sounds like a song that I've heard before, except the words are different. Let me know for those Gen Xers.
Paradise.
And all the silly stuff they do.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.